Welcome to Book Summary of the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. This book offers a daily journey into the timeless philosophy of Stoicism, a system of thought that has guided some of the greatest minds throughout history, from ancient emperors to modern leaders. In this guide, we'll explore the fundamental ideas that make Stoicism a powerful tool for living a virtuous, resilient, and fulfilling life. Drawing on the wisdom of three great Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, the Daily Stoic offers a meditation for each day of the year, paired with reflections that help us apply this ancient wisdom to our modern lives. So let's begin this journey through Stoic wisdom, exploring themes of clarity, fortitude, acceptance, and much more. Before we dive into the daily meditations, it's important to understand the fundamentals of Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy founded in the early 3rd century BC, teaches that the path to a good life lies in cultivating virtue, controlling what is within our power, and accepting what lies beyond it. At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy of action and self-improvement. It emphasizes rational thought, emotional resilience, and living in harmony with nature's order. The Stoics believe that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. One of the central ideas in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Simply put, Stoicism teaches us that there are things within our control, our thoughts, actions, and choices, and things outside of our control, such as the opinions and actions of others or external circumstances like illness or loss. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we achieve tranquility and peace of mind. The Daily Stoic is organized into 12 months, each focusing on a key Stoic theme. These monthly themes help guide us through a year of reflection and self-improvement, encouraging us to live with wisdom and purpose. Each day of the year presents a Stoic quote followed by a reflection or commentary that helps us understand how to apply Stoic principles in our lives. The first month, clarity, sets the foundation for the rest of the year. January's meditations encourage us to focus on gaining clarity about what truly matters in life and to approach each day with purpose and focus. One of the earliest quotes comes from the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This passage reminds us that our true power lies in our thoughts and perceptions, not in external events that we cannot control. By recognizing this, we can clear away distractions and focus on what is within our power, our attitudes, actions, and reactions. The daily reflections in January challenge us to eliminate unnecessary distractions, to simplify our lives, and to make clear, intentional decisions about how we spend our time and energy. By cultivating clarity, we set ourselves up for success and fulfillment throughout the year. February focuses on passions and emotions. The Stoics believed that excessive emotion could cloud our judgment and lead to poor decisions. This month's meditations teach us how to manage our emotions and maintain a calm, rational mind. One of Seneca's famous teachings on this topic is, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." How often do we find ourselves overwhelmed by anxiety or fear about things that haven't even happened? Seneca's words remind us that much of our emotional suffering is self-inflicted, based on imagined worst-case scenarios. Stoicism teaches us to challenge these emotional responses by asking ourselves, is this within my control? If it is, we take action. If not, we let it go. By practicing emotional resilience, we can avoid being swept away by negative emotions like anger, fear, or jealousy. Instead, we learn to remain calm and composed, even in the face of adversity. March focuses on awareness, becoming mindful of ourselves, our thoughts, and the world around us. This month's meditations challenge us to live consciously, to notice our habits and automatic reactions, and to develop a deeper understanding of our motivations. Epictetus offers this piece of wisdom. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This is a call to live with intentionality. Stoicism teaches that we should reflect on the kind of person we want to be, and then align our actions with that ideal. It's easy to go through life on autopilot, reacting without thinking, but the Stoics encourage us to cultivate self-awareness and deliberate action. Through awareness, we can better understand our own behaviors and take steps to correct what is not serving us. Whether it's a bad habit or a limiting belief, self-awareness is the first step toward improvement. April brings us to the theme of unbiased thought. In this month, we are reminded to judge situations and people fairly without allowing our biases, assumptions, or emotions to cloud our judgment. Marcus Aurelius writes, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth which harms no one." This quote encourages intellectual humility. It's a reminder that we must be open to being wrong and willing to change our minds when presented with new information. The Stoics believed that wisdom comes from the ability to think clearly, rationally, and without prejudice. By practicing unbiased thought, we can make better decisions, free from the distortions of pride, ego, or emotional attachment. In June, we explore the theme of problem solving. Stoicism teaches us that obstacles are not to be feared or avoided, but embraced as opportunities for growth. This is encapsulated in Marcus Aurelius' famous saying, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The Stoics saw every challenge as a chance to practice virtue, whether it's patience, courage, or perseverance. Rather than complaining about difficulties, we can use them as stepping stones to personal growth. This mindset helps us reframe problems, viewing them as opportunities rather than setbacks. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, how can I turn this situation into a learning experience? What virtue can I practice here? July's theme is duty, a cornerstone of Stoic thought. For the Stoics, duty is about fulfilling our responsibilities, not just for ourselves, but for others and the world at large. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, what is good for the hive is good for the bee. This reflects the Stoic belief that our actions should serve the collective good, not just personal interest. Each day in July, we are reminded that our obligations, whether to family, work, or society, are sacred. The Stoics challenge us to rise above selfishness and laziness, to act with purpose, and to embrace the roles we play with diligence and integrity. The key question is, what is our duty today, and how can we best fulfill it? August focuses on pragmatism, the art of living practically and in harmony with nature. Stoicism teaches that we must adapt to the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. Seneca tells us, fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. This means that when we resist reality, we suffer, but when we accept it, we can act effectively and live in accordance with nature. The daily reflections in August encourage us to approach life with a practical mindset, to recognize what is in our control and what is not. By focusing on practical solutions rather than idealistic fantasies, we can handle life's challenges more efficiently and avoid unnecessary suffering. In September, the theme is fortitude and resilience, the mental toughness to endure and overcome challenges. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. This is a call to turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. Stoicism teaches that adversity is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. By facing challenges head-on, we build strength and character. The reflections in September remind us to cultivate resilience, to remain calm in the face of hardship, and to use each difficulty as a chance to improve ourselves. October focuses on virtue and kindness. Stoics believe that virtue is the highest good and that living a virtuous life requires practicing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be." Be one. This month's meditations push us to act virtuously, to align our behavior with our values, and to show kindness to others. Stoicism reminds us that being virtuous doesn't mean being perfect, but striving to do the right thing even when it's difficult. Kindness, empathy, and fairness are the marks of a virtuous life. Finally, November centers on acceptance. Embracing life as it is, without resistance or complaint. One of the most famous Stoic teachings comes from Epictetus. Some things are up to us and some things are not. The practice of acceptance is about understanding the limits of our control and making peace with what we cannot change. November's reflections encourage us to let go of the need to control outcomes and to accept life's uncertainties. By embracing this Stoic mindset, we find tranquility and focus on what we can influence, our thoughts, actions, and responses. Acceptance is not resignation, it's a path to inner peace. As the year comes to a close, December focuses on the themes of mortality and legacy. The Stoics believed that reflecting on death was essential for living a meaningful life. This practice, known as memento mori, reminds us that life is short and that we must make the most of the time we have. Seneca says, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." By keeping our mortality in mind, we can live more fully and intentionally. Stoicism teaches that death is not something to be feared, but accepted as a natural part of life. The awareness of our limited time encourages us to live with purpose, focusing on what truly matters, our actions, our relationships, and the legacy we leave behind. The Daily Stoic offers us a roadmap to living a virtuous, resilient, and meaningful life. Through its daily meditations, we are reminded to focus on what we can control, to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and to live with purpose and integrity. As we move through the year, these Stoic lessons become tools for navigating life's inevitable trials and uncertainties. Whether it's mastering our emotions, practicing acceptance, or reflecting on our mortality, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom that can guide us in any situation. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Daily Stoic. Remember, each day is a chance to reflect, learn, and grow. Let the wisdom of the Stoics guide you to a life of greater clarity, resilience, and peace. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content like this. Which book would you like me to summarize next? Let me know in the comments section. See you next time.